Hi everybody, it's Kat. Welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to give a little update on my fasting journey today, where I am weight-wise, and basically some of the things that I have experienced during my fast refeed period. So the last time I made a video, I believe it was Friday, and I think I was at 179.4. Um, Prior to that, my lowest weight was at 175.2, but after I weigh myself in the morning, and then once I eat, I weigh myself the next day. And so the next day, I was much higher. I think part of the reason why I was so much higher than I typically am, that's like a 4 pound increase, is because I was going to have my period. The next day was Saturday. That's when I had my cycle, so I think a little bit of bloating occurred. Anyways, so let's go through some of the numbers. Like I said, on Thursday, I was, what was it? 175.2. On Friday, 179.4 after eating the day before. Then Saturday I was at 178. I didn't really have very much hope that it would be much lower. Saturday is just one day before I would eat again. I thought due to me being on my cycle and being at such a higher weight, I really wouldn't lose that much more, but it is what it is. You just weigh yourself, and whatever the scale says is what the scale says. It's not a real determinant of anything other than a number. But I did weigh on Sunday and it was 174.8, so it was at the lowest that I'd ever been. I did weigh today and I was at 176.2, so roughly less than 2 pound gain of what I ate on Sunday. But now let's talk about what happened and how I was feeling. So Thursday, I was feeling pretty good. I had hot pot with some friends. That was really exciting. I loved all the food. It was really great, although I was very stuffed. The next day, it was Friday, and I remember clearing my throat a lot. Thought that was really weird, but it wasn't anything to be alarmed over, just a lot of clearing and like kind of coughing, clearing up my throat. I didn't think anything about it. And then Saturday, I woke up feeling under the weather. Not enough not to go to work, but I definitely felt that I wasn't feeling my best, but I pushed through it. I worked. I had, even in the morning, like as I was like doing everything that I had to do in the morning, I felt like kind of like pins and needles throughout my skin and like just feeling sensitive, like I was catching a cold or flu or something. I don't really know. So I went to work. Everything was great. Other than that, I did have like a bit of a sore throat, but I didn't focus too much on that. I came home, and then that's when I started to feel not as great. I had a lot of bowel movement type situation, like watery bowels. Like it happened like 10 plus times throughout the night, like for 3 hours or so. And I just was constantly going to the bathroom and like discharging, coming back, discharging, coming back. Um, Again, I don't know what it was. I had a lot of phlegm going on, like as I was clearing my throat. Not a lot out of my nose, but a lot coming out of my throat. So that was, what was that? Saturday night. Then on Sunday, that was a day that I could break my fast. So I went ahead and I just started with a Maria cookie. Later on, I went to one of my local breakfast places thinking that it wouldn't be too busy because it was around 11 o'clock that I got there, but it was super packed. And I didn't want to be that one person taking up a whole booth when there was literally families out the door waiting to be seated. So I found another one of my local restaurants nearby that was like a smaller local breakfast place, not really a franchise, like not a big franchise. And I was seated within like 5 minutes, so I was really happy. And I had grits, I had this strawberry and banana French toast that came with 2 eggs and bacon, And I ate all the bacon, I ate all the eggs, I ate the grits, which I made into like the sweet and savory grit situation with bananas, but I was just too full to eat any of the strawberries and the rest of the French toast. So I took that to go, and I went on a walk afterwards, like an hour walk, just to kind of like move some of the food from my stomach. I then afterwards felt a little bit better to eat the rest of my food, so I went to a Whole Foods, sat down for a little while, and tried to eat everything, and I could only finish like two of the, that was like two toasts cut in half, so there were four slices, and the strawberries. So I had the strawberries, I had two of the slices, and then I had to throw away the rest, which I was really proud of because I'm the type of person that finds it very difficult to throw away food. Like, it's just something that has been kind of negatively ingrained in me to not do, or, you know, negative consequences happen. So it's really hard to have food and know that you're too full to finish it, like, or perhaps you should have stopped eating it a long while ago, but now you have like maybe a little more than half or a little less than half left, and you just refuse to just throw it away and you force yourself to eat it. So that's kind of my problem. Anyways, I did end up throwing the food away, and later on, it was probably around 1:30 at that time. So a couple hours passed later, I still had this feeling of fullness, and I don't think it really came from the food I was eating. I just think I didn't have a lot of appetite. I feel like whatever sickness I have, it just feels like the phlegm or mucus is all inside of me, and it just gives me this sense of fullness and almost yuckiness. So here I am eating food, and I just feel incapable of truly consuming it. I just feel full and stuffed and uncomfortable. But I did manage to get dinner. I ended up having some sushi, a JB roll, and a wonton soup to close out the night. But overall, this period from Thursday to now was pretty uneventful. Like, I felt pretty great. I didn't feel super hungry. I wasn't, you know, constantly thinking about food or anything like that. And when I finally did have the food, it wasn't like a big affair. Like, I needed to eat all the food, I needed to stuff my face. I felt pretty capable of deciding whether I was hungry or not. It was to the point where I almost felt like even though I ate all that food, I could have still eaten more. I didn't really jot down the calorie amounts. I felt like I didn't reach 3,000. And I wanted to get like a croissant and banana to eat later. I'm like, even though you're not hungry now, you could just save it. And then later on, when you have more room in your stomach, you can eat it. And I was just like, why? I'm perfectly satisfied. There's no need to eat any more food, and I'm pretty much done for the day. So, anyways, that's all that happened today. Yeah, I don't know. I have nothing else to share, but I wanted to. I was going to get this up yesterday, but a lot happened yesterday, so I didn't have a chance to upload. But yeah, currently at 176.2, hoping to reach 160 soon. That will be at the weight I was at prior to regaining all my weight, and that will make me very happy. Ultimately, my goal is to be down to 140, so we'll see how long it takes me to reach there, and I hope to, you know, hear some of you guys, you know, if anyone's watching my channel, tell me about your story, and maybe we can help each other reach our goals and fight our issues with overeating. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more.